guys are away. From home as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. They'll play this one here in Phoenix before the Suns head back out on the road.
It's so interesting to me that if you look at the history of the Phoenix Suns, it was the Mike D'Antoni era where they set the trend towards up-tempo run-and-gun basketball and emphasizing the three. Remember the great Steve Nash at the helm. They were an offensive juggernaut at that time, guys.
Here's Leonard, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Out to Ibaka. Richardson, that's a two-pointer. Hits the front of the rim and out. On its way from Irving for two. It's deflected. And here we go. Fast break. Lynn's got it. Trying to get open is Bogdanovic. Ibaka, no luck. And so Brown will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. That one drops for him.
You know, what you love about Kyrie is that he's always prepared to shoot when he is roaming in space.
And they're able to recover. Another miss by Utah.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The kick out to Porter. Right side Irving. Shot clock at 6. There's the three. No good on the shot. And it's Utah the other way. Here's Leonard. Nurkic with the block. Brown outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Brown's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
Now here's Lynn. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
You know, and Serge Ibaka, a player who kind of came into the league as a defensive stopper, shot blocker. You know, still has great length and can bother shots, but not the prolific shot blocker he once was, as the focus has become more on the offensive end.
Here is Ibaka, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Misses the three.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And with Ibaka at one point would average almost 4 blocks a game.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard for any player to maintain a pace that high at this stage. Ibaka's done well to adjust, I think, his capabilities and make sure he can still have an impact on defense. The block numbers won't ever be as gaudy as they once were, but he is still causing problems for shooters.
The offensive rebound. Here's Nurkic. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Leonard with the bucket. And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Back to Irving. Beasley with a clean look. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought
without any individual agility.
And it's blocked by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Great D that time from Leonard.
Simply have to go up stronger than that. Could be a simple layup if he shows a little more determination. You know, probably could have gone strong to the hoop, but with the D out of position on the break, I like his decision to take the three.
Beasley outside. Back to Irving. Another three for Phoenix.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
Well, I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Beasley. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always effective.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Now here's Lynn. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Out to Ibaka. Shoots over Nurkic. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, Serge Ibaka added this aspect to the game. Came in as a shot blocker, but worked so hard to become an offensive threat.
The Suns have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. No good on the second free throw. Jazz trail by 11. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
First free throw is good. And the Jazz making a change here. And Richardson drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
It's Porter outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porter's got 6.
And really that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
You know, I'm surprised the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. You know, that's their preferred weapon tonight.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
Playing smart in this first period. Credit their unselfish play.
Well, the assist total is skyrocketing at this point. Actively looking to set up their teammates. I'll tell you, love the way they're playing.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Devin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. Pass to Irving. Back to Davis. Ilyasova comes up with the rebound. Jazz trail by 10. Locker room presence, one of the aspects that gets overlooked by fans, but Doris, not by coaches. And there are some players who have that presence.
You know what, Kevin? And this can take the shape of a lot of different things. So one guy that comes to mind is Sean Livingston. Always calm, always about team. Thaddeus Young is not a name necessarily that is at the top of everybody's best player list, but anyone who's ever coached Thad Young believes in his ability to affect positively a locker room. Then you have those guys who maybe are going to challenge you a little bit more, but ultimately are good for the team. And I would cite Draymond Green, who will call out a teammate if necessary, push them to greater heights. You need both kinds, I think, Kevin, in your locker room.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Suns. And the dunk by Winslow.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
DiVincenzo misses off the left iron. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And maybe pushing too hard at this point, getting a little desperate.
Yeah, it certainly looks like they're forcing it. They're trying to make quick, hard decisions instead of focusing on making the right play.
So the wing on the left. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Doris, you've covered the NBA and the Jazz for so long. Just how much does this team mean to its community?
Well, this is one of the great environments in the entire NBA. Jazz fans are diehard. They're loud and they're proud. And I'll tell you, as the only pro team in the state, it's no wonder.
Out to the wing. Pass to Ilyasova. That three off the mark. Phoenix leading by 13. Irving for three. For just the fourth time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
On the wing, Porter. Pass to Irving. And stolen by Ilyasova. Out to the right wing. Bank shot, no good. And that's a foul called an Alexis Aginski. That's his first foul. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Irving. 17-foot shot on the way.
Boy, what a tough night. Imagine what their lead would be if he were having a better night from the field.
This arena in downtown Phoenix opened in 1992. Doris, in 2022, they can opt out of their lease. Otherwise, they'll be locked in for another 10 years.
Well, they're currently playing in the 6th oldest NBA arena, and the Suns are hoping to either renovate that building or build a brand new one. The question becomes, of course, who pays for it?
Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion. And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
Poked loose. Here's Connaughton to the middle. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Ilyasova hits the bucket. And Greg, with Kawhi, started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game. And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Pass to Irving. Pocket 6. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. 1:24 left here in the second. Just 2 to shoot. And the Suns miss again.
Nice timing to get up on that shot.
Boy, you can't ask for better defense, Greg. Excellent work getting right into the grill of the shooter. Oh, he is one hard player to deal with at the offensive end.
Back to Nurkic. .56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Outside Leonard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Suns leading by 10.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Right, you can't walk it up the court right now. You've got to act fast and be aggressive.
Dunn shot's good.
Well, you have to be able to play the pick-and-roll game in the NBA, and Chris Dunn getting to the right space quickly.
Ibaka outside. Back to Lin. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
I'd say only so much you can do if you allow that kind of position. Jeremy Lin, tremendous focus in the paint.
Dunn attacking. And Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got 6.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Utah calls timeout.
And guys, you know, you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
Here's Bogdanovich, and it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beat. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Outside, Lin. In the corner, Ibaka with it. A three-pointer off the mark. For Beasley, as most people know, Doris, it's been a wild ride getting here.
It certainly has, Kevin, but the talent was undeniable, right? Let's remember this guy was a former number 2 overall pick. Reality is, though, he had to spend some time in China. He needed an adjustment to both his game and his attitude.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's foul number 2 for him. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. And a deep 3 from Irving. Back to Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Woo-hoo, Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Brown drives in. Pass to Davis. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Shot's good by Ibaka.
Nice to see that Ibaka has added the three-point shot to his arsenal. You have now got to get a hand up on him when he's beyond the arc.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Some reports claim, Doris, that basketball is the fastest growing team sport. Do you think it has a chance to overtake football as the most popular sport in the U.S.?
Well, listen, anybody who is covering and carrying the games of the NBA is thrilled right now. The ratings for the NBA are off the charts. It increases in popularity every year. But let's remember, the foundational sport in the United States of America is football. And the ratings for football, the NFL in particular, still dwarf the NBA. But the reality is there are challenges that the NFL faces. What those challenges have on the long-term business success in terms of, the concussions and the long-term implications, we don't yet know, Kevin. And if we could all fast forward 10 to 15 years into the future, it'll be fascinating to look back and say, wow, this was a seminal moment for both sports.
Great perspective. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Suns have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, Uncle Drew will go out there and do his thing, won't he? Kyrie Irving, an exceptional player. And in fact, if you ask other NBA players, he's one of their favorite to watch.
And the Suns call time here.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Winslow now top of the key. Leonard with the steal. It's tipped. And now Utah, fast break. Ibaka outside. DiVincenzo. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And for Irving, he has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. Still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player.
DiVincenzo. It's tipped.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Well, everything starts with a great pass, right? That's really pretty.
Ibaka outside. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop it with that jam.
Get out of the way. Wow, give Otto Porter a little room to take off, and he will put it home.
To the left wing. Connaughton. Buries the long-range jumper. Connaughton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Down low. The kick out to Irving. .111 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Now Beasley. Back to Nurkic. Again, Phoenix.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Phoenix calls timeout. Utah making a change here. 52 seconds left in the third. The kick out to Ilyasova. Pass to Connaughton. And the jumper is on the mark. Connaughton's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, that is not the shot they were hoping for, but they'll take the result.
And the rejection by Ajinça. Inside. It's tipped. Here's Ilyasova. Here's Connaughton. They grab their own miss. Pass to Ajinça. Utah calls timeout. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 5. For Utah, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. First one falls for him. Shooting for Utah. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Done with it. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Well, good screen and an even better finish. Porter is doing it all right now.
And so it's the... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. And here's Irving. Six to shoot. Here's Nurkic. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. That's 10 points for Nurkic.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Count that one.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Ibaka outside. From outside, off the mark.
The defense not doing its job there. Left him wide open, and I'm sure he's kicking himself for not cashing in.
Here's Lynn. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. And he recovers it. Phoenix calls timeout.
Start it.
Phoenix making a change here. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Kept alive. The kick out to Irving. Brown wide open. He fires. No good on the three.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
Suns leading by 17. Outside, Porter knocks down the three ball.
What a terrific showing offensively for Otto Porter.
And the shot goes in.
Boy, he's carried his share of the load tonight, Kev. But he might need to carry even more if they're going to turn this thing around.
And a wide open look for Irving. And the shot is long.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit. Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Brown outside. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, superb awareness, Greg, right? Not allowing them to get comfortable running their offense, being super aggressive.
Irving from long range. Another three for Phoenix.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night, 3 in the first half.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
Well, he's obviously anticipating different movement there, and instead of an easy connection, the pass sails straight into the front row.
Outside, Porter. Now, here's Nurkic. Pass to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Uncovered. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, the key there is Kyrie Irving did a great job setting up his defender on the pick and roll, and it led to the score.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. Ibaka with the ball. Back to Lin.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Well, last year, pretty much a lost year for Lin. Tore his patella tendon on opening night, and Doris, that was it.
Yeah, that was hard to watch for Jeremy Lin because you know he's put in the time and was penciled in for a big role with Brooklyn. So nice to see him step back between the lines and continue playing.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 5. Shoots it. That one off the back iron and out.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range. Well, he just gets ahead of himself and throws it away, right? You've got to have better focus than that.
Suns leading by 21. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Irving. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Now, here's Nurkic. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, you love the unselfish nature of Kyrie Irving. He understands it's his job to make the guys around him feel good and find them in their sweet spots.
Here's Lin. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
Out to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. There's 1:26 left here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Ibaka outside. Looking for Bogdanovich, and he gets it there. And the shot goes in.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, I love the priority he placed on his passing tonight. It inspired great player movement, great ball movement. It seemed to me they knew they were going to get an easy bucket on every possession.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Suns now. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Phoenix. To the right side. Back to Nurkic. Pass to Irving. The three. Another three for Phoenix.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Oh, there's no doubt. This crowd is into it, and it's because of how well their guys have played tonight.
Another shot. Outside, Lin. He's looking for Richardson and finds him. Shoots a three. And that's good. Jeremy Lin for three.
Wow, how about the gorgeous shooting form from Jeremy Lin? You feel like it's going to go in every time he touches it.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.